Hey guys, ZX9 Green here. I'm going to make a video on his Arctic Cat Snowmobile M series chassis. I want to do a coolant change. I have a couple 2009s. They're 15 years old. Never had any coolant change, so I wanted to swap it out for the next 15 years, but I couldn't find anything online on really where to do it or how hard it was. And it's actually pretty easy, just a little bit time consuming. But it's also nice because you're doing a couple other things and checking other stuff out while you're doing it. But this is obviously your coolant bottle right here, and that's where you refill it in, and it's super easy. But this one's all taken apart, and it looks like it's kind of a lot of stuff, but it's not that bad. I'm going to show on this other M8 over here of kind of how easy it is. So you just take off this panel, which is super easy. Take off your exhaust, which is the springs, 2 right here, 4 right here. You do have a exhaust manifold monitor, or whatever you want to call it. Leave that there. Don't touch that because those are hard to come out sometimes. Just unclip it right there, and there's a couple zip ties. So all you got to do is replace the zip ties. And then your exhaust will come out. There's a little clip right here. Pull that out, and then you literally just pull it out. It feels like it's kind of tight sometimes, but all it's doing is sitting in these 2 holes, and it's kind of sitting right there. So once you get that out, which is literally like 5-10 minutes, take off your bottom skid plate, which looks just like this, and just a whole bunch of these little screws. And it's kind of nice because when you get this off, this is all full of pine needles and dirt and a whole bunch of other crap, and you can clean that all off. And then you can also inspect the underside of your engine. One thing you want to do that I've seen in a few other sleds I've worked on is this is when your main hose is coming from the bottom of the front of the tunnel. And see how they have this big kind of stiff plastic thing. Make sure that's there, because I've actually seen this rub all the way through this plastic thing into your hose. So what I've been doing, this one's actually pretty good, but on some other sleds, I'll flip that around so it's rubbing on a brand new spot, because there's a lot of vibration right here. Anyway, once you get at this point, you don't even have to have I have this sled jacked up right now, but just leave it on the ground. Put a big catch thing about like this big right under it. Pull this hose, and coolant will come gushing out, and it'll pretty much all get caught in there, so it's not even that big of a mess. When it's all done leaking out, throw that tube back on, and you can measure your coolant to see how much came out, so you can make sure you put the same amount in, because remember, there is air locks that happen in this, especially in the back of the tunnel. But on my M6 and my M8, exactly almost a gallon came out. This is what I pulled out of it. So you can see it's pretty much at the top of that gallon. After you get that back on, just start filling up right here. And take about a half a gallon right off the bat. Push your tunnel down, lift your front of your sled up. I just did it with the jack. And before I've even started it, I've got about half a gallon, 3/4 of a gallon already in there. I chose to use this. This is Platinum Prestone, because it's 15 plus years, 350,000 miles, and Arctic Cat requires the ethylene glycol, which this has. So this is the last time I'm going to do this, because from 15 years from now, I'll probably have a new sled. Anyway, once you get it all in there, get it started. It'll suck quite a bit more in there. Keep topping it off. It'll keep showing you some air bubbles and stuff. On my M6, I got a whole gallon back in there. And my bottle was about to right here. And then, of course, when you go on a ride and you're bouncing around and going up and down, it might gurgle a little bit more. So maybe bring some more to top it off. But It's super easy once you get to this point, and like I said, getting to this point's not too bad. It's not really any special tools or anything like that. And it's pretty much the same on all M chassis. I have an M5 over here, which also had basically the same exact thing. So anyway, I hope you guys have a good day.